And my first guest joins me in studio. Mr. George Andrade is the CEO of Fresh Start Private Management Incorporated. Their stock symbol CEYY. George, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me, Don.
I'm glad to have you here. I mean, we had a little bit of a teaser interview with you about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I've been really looking forward to having you in the studio. Now, the company describes itself as having a remarkable treatment for alcohol dependency. This is truly remarkable to hear about. Why don't you tell us, give us a brief overview.
Well, Fresh Start Private has a unique and very successful program to treat alcoholism. We're currently running at an 85% success rate, and it has now only been available in the United States this year. The program was originally developed in Australia, but it is now available for people here in the United States, and we're very happy to have the program here.
Well, George, as I've understood it from the research that we did, this is an outpatient procedure. It's performed near the lower abdomen, and it basically blocks the brain's receptors that make it crave alcohol. Tell us how this works.
Well, that's exactly right. What it does is we utilize a FDA-approved medication that is compounded exclusively for Fresh Start Private. It basically takes away all of the cravings for alcohol for the FSP clients. It's done in under 30 minutes, and the cool thing about it is that patients can go back to work the following day. It's not like any other program out there. Most programs sequester their clients for 30 to 60 days and keep them away from family, friends, and work, and that's not what we have with our program.
I mean, it almost sounds like a virus cure on a computer. So, I mean, that was my next question. So basically, a person undergoes this procedure, and they literally don't have to interrupt their lives. As you said, they can go back to work the next day.
They can go back to work the next day. It's a very simple procedure. Our whole program is geared specifically for alcoholism. Sometimes the alcoholics get lost between all of the other drug addictions and drug addiction programs that are out there. One of the reasons that we are so successful is because our program actually incorporates a two-step process. We actually treat the mental as well as the physical addiction, where other centers just fail because they just stick to the treating the mental addiction.
So basically now the brain is telling the body that it no longer craves alcohol. But what about the physical addiction? I mean, are there any withdrawal symptoms that everyone is so concerned about?
Well, fortunately, when the patients go through our procedure, the way the medication is released slowly into the bloodstream, those withdrawal symptoms are minimized substantially. Of course, we also ask them to abstain from drinking alcohol at least 72 hours before they come into our program. Okay. But as part of the program, the doctors that we work with, they also prescribe medications. We want to make, and what ends up happening is that we have a more kinder and gentler transition for the alcoholic as they're coming into abstinence.
Now, someone obviously who has a real problem with alcohol dependency, is it realistic that they can have that abstinence for that 72-hour period prior to the treatment?
It doesn't apply in all the cases, okay, but we do encourage it, especially, for what we mentioned previously. The withdrawal symptoms are minimized substantially if they do.
Okay. Okay. Now, are there any statistics with respect to how many people are affected by alcohol dependency? Trying to obviously get a market idea here.
Right. Well, there's a lot of numbers out there. There was a study out there that in 2006 mentioned that there's approximately 17 million people affected by alcoholism in the U.S. alone. Over 1 billion worldwide.
Just amazing.
Yes, there's many people.
Again, Fresh Start Private Management, their stock symbol CEYY. You can get more information by calling us toll-free anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449 to get free information in the mail. Now, George, it would appear, I would think, with such a problem as alcoholism is, that courts, government, who are dealing with this on a routine basis, would be very interested in your treatment.
I'm glad you asked that, because very recently we were contacted by the courts here in California that want to know more about our program and possibly incorporate it into their system. Once we have been able to show that the rate of recidivism has lowered substantially, their repeat offenders and people that go through their system, we foresee that we will probably be incorporated into one of the programs that they may recommend their clients as an alternative to other types of things they may have to go through, such as jail or paying fines, etc., etc. That'll ultimately be up to the courts, of course. There's a figure out there that mentions that every year, there's about $51.4 billion spent on DUI car accidents related alone.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, is the procedure covered by health insurance currently?
At this moment, we are processing clients through the insurance company, as well as Medicare patients. They're going through the company. We did a small advertising campaign not too long ago. We had a tremendous response. So we are taking people that have insurance and we're processing them. Quite frankly, I mean, it would save the insurance companies tons of money, and they'd be saving lives as well.
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, when you think not only of the horrific accidents in vehicles that occur as a result of drunk driving by usually people who are alcohol dependent, there's cancers, there's all kinds of diseases that are caused by alcohol abuse. It would seem, as you say, that the insurance companies would save billions of dollars.
They would save billions of dollars, so they'd be smart to jump on board.
Now, how can someone access your treatment? Someone who's watching this program right now, they want to know more about it. How do they say, gee, I want to get to be part of this? How do they do that?
Well, the easiest way they can do that is go to our website at www.freshstartprivate.com, or they could go to our website, which is enddrinkingnow.com with 2 Ds. There they'll be able to get our telephone number, find an area where they can go to one of our treatment centers. We currently service people from coast to coast. And if there's anybody interested in investing in the company, there's also a small link there as well.
Again, those websites are enddrinkingnow.com. That's enddrinking, of course, 2 Ds, enddrinkingnow.com, and freshstartprivate.com for more information to learn how you or someone you know can become part of the program. George, why is this a good time right now for folks to take a closer look at your company?
Well, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. You know, alcoholism affects everybody, right? Everybody either knows somebody that's an alcoholic or knows somebody that's been affected by alcoholism. Also, you know, besides the financial, on the financial side of this, alcohol is legal. Mm-hmm. It's basically, it's socially acceptable. Mm-hmm. It does not discriminate against anybody. And you know, one of the things that I'm very adamant about our program, why I love our program, is because it's a win-win situation. You know, we're actually helping people. I've actually seen people's lives improve, their health improve, their families are happy. So, again, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. We don't want all of it, but we'll get our hands on as much as we can.
Well, you know, it's interesting what you said, because as you mentioned, alcohol is socially acceptable, but there are those individuals who just simply cannot drink. Their body chemistry somehow makes them dependent. Is it your experience that folks who are alcohol dependent want to quit? They're just looking for a solution?
Well, look, yes, there is. Yes, there is. And that's why we cannot claim a 100% success rate. Right now, we have an 85% success rate, and that's most of those individuals are there because they want to stop drinking, and they haven't been able to, and they have not been successful with any other program because it's that physical craving that is not eliminated. There are other programs out there that are very good, and we encourage that they follow them as well. But that being said, if we can take away the physical cravings, the mental side of this is just improved, you know, 100%. They take more advantage of it, and that's what makes our program different from anything out there.
The company's Fresh Start Private Management, CEYY. George, we're initiating coverage of the company this week and be watching you very closely over the next several weeks. Looking forward to more updates. Fascinating. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Take care.